Hi guys, I am back again with another Roxanne's Thoughts video, and today we're going to be talking about The Kingdom of the Wicked, written by Kerri Maniscalco. I'm really bad with pronouncing names, I'm sorry if I butchered that. And it's a series. What's the plot? It's two twin sisters who are witches, and then one night, one of the twin sisters disappears and we learn that she was killed. And so to save her sister, the main character, whose name is Emilia, conjures a demon. And this demon that she conjures is Wrath. And throughout the book we meet, because in this book there's a concept of different types, there's the concept of different types of bad things that we consume. For example, wrath, pride, lust, greed, and all that jazz. And so we follow Emilia on her journey to find out what happened to her sister. And it's a really great book. It's easy. It's really easy to read. It's 367 pages. We follow, like I said, we follow Emilia through this book to find out what happened to her sister, which we only, for example, only find out sort of in book 2. And this is a trilogy, by the way, if you were wondering. Yes, this, however, is a hardcover. I have a preference for paperbacks, but my sister, because where I am in the Philippines, it's really hard to find books. So luckily, I had my sister come to visit. And she brought me this book, and in stores was only available hardback. So I got hardback, and I have pre-ordered on Book Depository the third one. I will put an image of my order here. And I'm very excited for that. It's a romance, if you're wondering. It's a romance plus mystery, which is great, and like mystery plus fantasy, because obviously they're witches. And one thing I really like about this is that the main character and her family own a restaurant, and she talks a lot about food, and I love food a lot. So I was like, I like how she's like so connected with food throughout the books, and it's really nice, like a pretty good series. If I would rate it, a 4.5. 4.5, I would say. It's not bad. It's really good for if I'm giving it a 4.5. But the one thing I was kind of disappointed with is this in the second one. They're, instead of like having more like her solving mysteries, it's more like her confronting her emotions towards. Oh right, by the way, this is spoiler if you guys haven't read the second book yet. Her feelings towards Wrath, which she finds the answer later on. And I would have preferred her more finding out like her powers, because like in the first book there's a lot of mystery around her powers and who she is, and her sibling, and it'd be really cool if that was more developed, because I don't know, I prefer like character building books, or less romance centered. I like romance books, don't get me wrong, but I'm more into like, if I'm reading a book, I'd rather it be more in one direction, like more sci-fi or more fantasy, instead of like 50-50. I'd rather it be like 70% fantasy sci-fi and then 30% romance. This is 50-50, which is good for people who like romance books, and if you like a bit of steamy stuff, number 2 has some steamy stuff, and it's just a bit in number 1, but it's not like, it's just like a sprinkle, you know. I currently started reading as well the Atlas 6. I've literally read like 3 chapters, guys, so I can't say anything much about it, but all I can say is that there's a lot of words on each page. Whereas this, you know, it's like more, it's easier to read because there's more spaces. Oh my god, how am I going to do this? Like there's spaces, and it's like, whereas Atlas 6 is like dense. It's just like words, 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 words. I'm someone who prefers it when it's more spaced out because my eyes tire very easily. And I also like that. I also like when each chapters have like a little bit of drawing. That's like really cool. And if we're gonna talk about book covers, I prefer this one, the book cover of the second one, because I just love blue. But the third one is quite nice, the book cover, I must say, guys. It's nice. And also, if you wanted to see a difference between the paperback and the hardback, this is the paperback right here. This is the hardback. It's really big and heavy, like really big and heavy. Oh, did I mention this? But my sisters read these books, and my youngest sister crashed it in like 2 days. She read the series in like 2.5 days. And my big sister sadly did not have enough time to finish this one. So she's trying to find a way to finish it where she is. Like library, because she doesn't want to buy a book, you know, just to finish it. I think that's about it for today. Next time I'll talk about something. I always like something to do with books. Would you guys be like interested in classic recommendations? Because classic books are real good sometimes. If you literally saw my favorite video, my book video on favorite books, there's like 3 classic books inside. Just saying. Also, if I do recommend some classic books, it won't only be in English, it would be also in French, because there's some really nice classic books out there that are French. Well, I don't know if you could call them classic, but they're war books. Some of the war books in the French literature are like top notch. So yeah. Oh, also, I could make a video on one of the books I recommended, which is A Winter's Promise. I will make a video on that as well, on what I think about that book series, because I really liked it, but there's a lot of things going on in it. So I will see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really bad at talking about books. Like, I wish I could talk more about books, but like, I don't want to unveil what's inside the book, you know. But yeah, if you want, like, that's like the behind of that's like the 4th cover. But yeah, and I also like the texture, by the way, of this book. I like when it's like this. See you next time.